What's up, traders? Welcome back to Sam Trading Strategies. Today, I'm breaking down a powerful 1-minute strategy that combines Keltner channels with fractals to catch explosive reversals at the channel extremes. I call this the Keltner-Fractal Bounce. Now, here's the beauty of this approach. We're not chasing every move. We're waiting for price to travel from one extreme of the channel to the other, then we look for fractal confirmation at the breakout point. This eliminates a lot of the noise you get in the middle of the range. I've been testing this on OTC markets, and the results have been really solid when you follow the rules strictly. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to enter, what to ignore, and how to time your 2-minute expiries like a pro. Let's dive in. Quick reminder before we get started. Trading always involves risk, and everything in this video is purely for educational purposes to help you understand market momentum. If you're new to this, always start on a demo account first. Alright, now let's get into the charts. Alright, so now that you've seen the rules, let me walk you through why this works so well. The Keltner channel gives us a dynamic range. It's constantly adjusting to volatility. When price breaks outside that range, it's overextended. That's where reversals happen. But here's the thing. Not every breakout is worth taking. That's where the fractal comes in. It confirms that price has actually turned. It's not just poking outside the channel, it's reversing with structure. And this is critical. We only take trades when price has traveled across the channel. For a sell, price must come from the lower Keltner line and break above the upper line with an up fractal. For a buy, it's the opposite. Price comes from the upper line, breaks below the lower line, and we see a down fractal. Why? Because this tells us price has exhausted its move in one direction and is ready to snap back. Now, you'll see fractals forming in the middle of the channel all the time. Ignore them. They don't have the same edge. We're hunting extremes here, not coin flips. One more thing. I'm trading this on OTC markets. OTC behaves a bit differently than real markets. Less liquidity, more erratic moves, so you need to be extra disciplined with your rules. Before we jump into the live charts, quick one. I've put together a free PDF guide covering everything we just went through. Buy checklist, sell checklist, and a quick reference entry rule card you can keep right beside you while you're practicing. Link is in the description below. Grab it, it's free. Now, watch this next section carefully, because I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like on the chart. Alright, let's break down this sell trade setup. Look at the chart here. Notice how price has been working its way up from the lower Keltner channel. It's not just randomly bouncing around, it's traveling across the entire channel range. Now watch what happens at the top. Price breaks above the upper Keltner line. That's our first clue. It's overextended. It's pushed too far. But we're not taking the trade yet. We need confirmation. And right here, you can see it. We get an up fractal forming right at that breakout point. That's the market telling us, this is the turn. Price came from the lower channel, broke the upper boundary, and now we have fractal confirmation. That's our entry. The setup is complete. Trade is live. Now, once you're in the trade, this is where discipline kicks in. You can see price starting to pull back. The candle that formed after the fractal, it's already showing rejection. That's exactly what we want to see. The Keltner channel is doing its job. It's acting as dynamic resistance. Price tried to push higher, got rejected, and now it's reversing back toward the middle of the range. This is why we wait for the cross-channel move. If price had just been bouncing around the upper channel without traveling from the bottom first, this setup wouldn't have the same power. But because it exhausted its upward move and gave us fractal confirmation, the odds are in our favor. And there it is. Trade closed in profit. Price did exactly what the setup told us it would do. It reversed from the upper Keltner extreme, snapped back toward the middle, and we caught that entire move. Now, let's find another perfect trade setup as per our strategy. Now, here's where understanding OTC market behavior becomes critical. Look at this chart. We just had a massive bullish candle shoot straight up. It's already sitting near the upper Keltner channel. Now, in a real market, this would look dangerous. You'd think, price is overextended, it's at the top, I should be looking for a sell. But remember, this is OTC, and OTC markets don't always follow the same logic as real markets. Watch what happens here. After that big bullish move, price pulls back hard. It crashes all the way down, breaks below the lower Keltner channel, and right there, we get a down fractal forming at the extreme. This is the opposite setup. Price traveled from the upper channel all the way to the lower extreme. It's overextended to the downside now. And here's the key. We get fractal confirmation at the breakout point below the lower channel. That's our buy entry. The setup is complete. Trade is live. Now, once you're in this buy trade, you'll notice something interesting. The candle that forms right after the fractal, it's already showing bullish momentum. Price is starting to snap back up from that lower extreme. This is textbook Keltner-Fractal Bounce behavior. The lower channel acted as dynamic support. Price got rejected hard from that zone, and now it's reversing back toward the middle of the range. In OTC markets, these snapback moves can be sharp. The momentum shifts fast because liquidity is thin and price movements are more erratic. But that's exactly why we wait for the cross-channel move and the fractal confirmation before entering. We're not guessing where the reversal will happen. We're letting the market show us with structure. No panic, no doubt. The setup was clean, the rules were followed, and now we let it play out. And there it is. Trade closed in profit. Price reversed from the lower Keltner extreme, pushed back up through the middle of the channel, and we caught that entire bounce. This is what happens when you adapt to the market you're trading. OTC markets behave differently. They're more volatile, they overshoot more often, and reversals can be aggressive. But the principle stays the same. Wait for price to exhaust itself at one extreme, get fractal confirmation, and trade the snapback. All right, so those are two clean examples of the Keltner-Fractal Bounce in action. All right, let's look at this next sell setup. Watch the chart here. Price has been climbing steadily, working its way up from the lower Keltner channel. It pushes through the middle range and finally breaks above the upper Keltner line. Right at that breakout point, we get an up fractal forming. Price came from below, traveled across the channel, broke the upper boundary, and gave us fractal confirmation. By the rules of the strategy, this is a valid sell signal. Everything lines up. Cross-channel travel, breakout above the upper Keltner, fractal confirmation at the extreme. So, the trade goes live. Sell order placed. Now, here's where things don't go as planned. After the fractal forms, you'd expect price to reject from the upper channel and start reversing downward. That's what the setup suggests. But watch what actually happens. The next candle? It pushes higher. Instead of rejecting and reversing, price continues to climb. It's not respecting the upper Keltner boundary the way we anticipated. This is OTC market behavior showing its unpredictable side. Sometimes, even with a valid setup, momentum just keeps going in the original direction instead of reversing. There's no panic here. The setup was legitimate. But the market doesn't care about our rules. It does what it wants. And in this case, it's telling us this trade isn't working out. And there it is. Trade closed in a loss. The setup was valid. The entry followed all the rules. But the market moved against us. And here's the thing. This is normal. A lot of trading content online only shows winning trades. You watch those videos and think, this strategy wins every single time. But that's not reality. In trading, whether it's real markets or OTC, no strategy wins 100% of the time. Not mine, not anyone's. What matters is consistency. Following your rules, managing your risk, and staying disciplined even when trades don't work out. This loss doesn't mean the Keltner-Fractal Bounce is broken. It means the market had different plans for this particular moment. You take the loss, you move on, and you wait for the next valid setup. That's what separates traders who survive from traders who blow their accounts, emotional control, and process over outcomes. If you found this video helpful, especially seeing both wins and losses, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below if you have questions about the strategy, and don't forget to grab that free PDF guide in the description. It's got all the checklists you need to start practicing this properly. Trade smart, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next video.